on the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or got some dough.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? Man, craziness all around, but you know what's going down today. So guess what? Guess what? Turn it off, turn it off, turn it all the way off now. Yes, cut the damn music out. Oh my goodness gracious, please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, that there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And before I go any further, before I even get into the realm of sports, I just want to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day outside, about 89 degrees here in the Richmond, VA. And I'm actually doing something right now that I haven't done before. I actually am starting my podcast while I'm actually on the phone having a conversation. Philly special, Philly special, Philly special. Mind your damn business, even though I just put you in it. But anyway, man, I just want to send my shout out to my family, my Springer family, and my family in general, my black and gold. You know I love you guys, and my family in general, you know I love you as well. And it was quite the day yesterday in week 2 of the NFL, but I'm going to start somewhere else before we get to the realm of sports. Now, I do this actually with a heavy heart. There were a couple of weeks ago, me and my man Devon, who's been on the show, and one of his best friends, Kenny, and we got up with Andre, and we went out to the Mona Lounge, had a good time. We bar hopped that night. It was, that matter of fact, that was Labor Day weekend, and me, Devon, and Kenny was sitting downstairs in my crib, you know, drinking. We pre-gaming, having fun, talking football, just talking. Kenny was a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and unfortunately, he was in a boating accident, him and his brother, and unfortunately, he lost his life. And Devon called me and told me this Saturday night as I was getting ready to watch the Canelo Alvarez-Gennady Golovkin fight, and it just threw the rest of my night off. It threw the rest of my night off because while I've only hung out with Kenny a handful of times, he was a fun guy. Again, Philadelphia Eagles fan. He was in the Navy, only 33 years old, and gone way too soon, along with his brother. And the backstory behind that is that him and his brother had been beefing. They had took this boating trip to patch up their relationship, and tragedy happened. And I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this to be so serious. All of the pettiness, all of the dumb stuff that we think our life really revolves around, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. Here's a man, 33 years old, gone, and he did nothing wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. A bigger boat ran over top of them, and apparently he was knocked unconscious in the water and never came up. And I shed some tears. Devon, one of my best friends, one of my brothers, we were on the phone just kind of bawling. And life, you have to understand how precious life is. If you are blessed enough to wake up that morning, there's no guarantee that you're going to see the next day. And that's something that we have to honestly be mindful of, is the preciousness of life. You know, life is so precious. It's such a gift. That's why every day, but even particularly when I'm at work, I say my prayers. I thank God for blessing me for this day and any day that he blesses me with going forward. You know, because you never know. You honestly never know. And I just wanted to get that out there. Rest in peace, little bro. So just think about that. You guys take a moment and just think about, take a moment and think about how precious and how blessed we are. Even if you don't like the situation that you're in, understand how precious and how blessed this game called life really is, because we never know. Now, without further ado, let's get ready for the realm of sports. Am I ready? You ready? We ready? They all ready. Okay, so let's get to it. Week 2 of the NFL was bananas. There is a theme that I came up with for week 2. You thought you had it, but you didn't. Man, oh man, was that a crazy day. Now, as far as my prediction league goes, I'm still on top. But right now, I'm in a 3-way tie. Right now, I've gotten 8 right. Sean and David did not have strong weeks at all. They both won 4 games. Tony won 6. Calvin won 5. Marcus and Marquise won 8 along with me, and Aaron won 7. So that's tiebreakers that will be decided with the Monday Night Football games, because we all picked Buffalo. And me and Marcus picked Minnesota to win, and Marquise picked the Philadelphia Eagles to win. Okay, but as far as a recap for the week, oh my goodness, where do we start? I mean, I guess we could start with the Thursday night game. The Kansas City Chiefs came from behind to beat the Los Angeles Chargers, and I picked the Chiefs to win that game, but it was crazy because it looked like the Chargers were going to have control of this game, and they were driving, and then Justin Herbert throws a 99-yard pick six after completing a big play to Gerald Everett to get down to the 1-yard line. That play really proved to be the difference, as the Chiefs are now 2-0. They defeated the Chargers 27-24, and Justin Herbert has some fractured rib cartilage, so he is day-to-day, and we'll see. I think that's how the games in the AFC West are going to be. I think they're going to be slugfest after slugfest after slugfest. Now, on to Sunday's games. The theme, again, you thought you had it, but you didn't. The Cleveland Browns were up 30-17 with under 2 minutes to go against the New York Jets. And the Cleveland Browns, who debuted Brownie the Elf on their field, one of the corniest things I've ever seen in my damn life. Well, the Elf didn't bring him good luck because the Jets came back to win the game. I bullshit you not. A 30-17 lead that the Cleveland Browns had, and then Joe Flacco connects with Corey Davis on a clear busted coverage. But then the most important thing happened. The Jets recovered the onside kick, and they were able to go down, led by Joe Flacco, to score a game-winning touchdown. The Cleveland Browns had to be sick to their stomach. And the next game, the Detroit Lions defeated the Washington Commanders. Yo, let me tell y'all something. The Detroit Lions offense is not to be fucked with. We forget that Jared Goff was a quarterback on a Super Bowl team, a Super Bowl appearing team just a couple of years ago, and Sean hit it right on the head with DeAndre Swift. Boy is a beast. And that receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he is nothing but the truth. A perfect replacement for Kenny Golladay. This Lions team has weapons. They have weapons on top of weapons on top of weapons. And just when you thought, okay, they were up 22-0, I was talking to my boy Aaron. He was like, this is the Lions. They do give away games. Just when you thought that might happen, the Lions kept their foot on the gas, and they defeated the Commanders 36-27. Again, Jared Goff, they got weapons. Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Swift, Josh Reynolds, TJ Hawkinson. They do have weapons, and they're not going to be an easy out for anybody. So if you think that's going to happen when you play the Detroit Lions, if you're just going to automatically pencil in a W in that column when you have the Detroit Lions, you might want to think twice about that because they are an explosive offense. Now, down in New Orleans, down in the dirty, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the New Orleans Saints 20-10, and what was a defensive battle all the way up to the fourth quarter, and a fight broke out. Partly incited by Tom Brady. Look, Tom Brady was throwing a temper tantrum all day, throwing tablets and all of this stuff, yelling, screaming at the top of his lungs. Then him and Marshawn Lattimore started to chirp. Then Mike Evans comes and pretty much sucker punches Marshawn Lattimore. For some reason, Lattimore got thrown out the game along with Mike Evans. Subsequently, the NFL has suspended Mike Evans for the next game. And then maybe an over-emotional Jameis Winston probably started. I think he started forcing the action because he threw 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter, including a pick 6. The Buccaneers win 20-10, and that was a game to me that had some questionable calls because when Tampa Bay went on their drive to take the lead in the fourth quarter, there was a unnecessary roughness penalty on Bradley Roby that was simply just ridiculous, and that kept Tampa Bay's drive alive. They went on to score, then Jameis turned back into Jameis. What can you say? The New York Football Giants are 2-0, and that's another game I picked right. Yes, the Giants beat the Carolina Panthers 19-16, and Brian Daboll has them playing some ball. Again, the Giants are 2-0 for the first time since, I want to say, 2016, maybe. But they got the job done in Pittsburgh. Now, I called the Pittsburgh Steelers to win. They did not. The New England Patriots beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-14. You're going to start hearing chants for Kenny Pickett real soon. I'm not surprised that New England won this game because you have two offenses that really don't know what direction that they want to go in. So 17-14 sounded about right. Bill Belichick he's had Mike Tomlin's number, to say the least. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars played the Indianapolis Colts yesterday in their home opener. Now, when I was doing some FanDuel games, I was trying to get as many expensive skill players as possible. So I said, I'm going to have to take a chance on a defense. I'm going to have to take a chance on one of these defenses that are rated low. I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. And lo and behold, they shut the Indianapolis Colts out 24-0. 24-0. Now, what did that do for my FanDuel? Nothing, because my quarterbacks on those two games were Russell Wilson and Joe Burrow. Damn it. But be that as it may, the AFC South to me is in play. You know, mostly everybody picked the Colts to win this division as far as on my sports league. Sean could have had this one right on the money. Remember, he initially said Jacksonville, but he backtracked on it, understandably so. This division is wide open. And I say that because the Indianapolis Colts, let's be real, the Indianapolis Colts have been looking for a replacement for Andrew Luck since he retired in 2019 out the blue. This is a team that everybody thinks is just has been saying for the last 3 years is a quarterback away. 2019, he retires. Jacoby Brissett, your quarterback. The next year, you get Phillip Rivers. You talk him out of retiring. You get him for a year. He takes you to the playoffs. Last season, Carson Wentz is supposed to be the answer because of the relationship with Frank Reich. That didn't work. And by the way, Frank Reich has to be on the hot seat. He definitely has to be on the hot seat. That was embarrassing yesterday. And I don't know what to make of Tennessee. They're always a well-coached team, but this division may fall into the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think we have to realistically say that is a possibility. So the Jags go to 1-1. The Colts fall to 0-1-1. Now the game of the day was in Baltimore, Maryland, between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, you're talking about a show-stopping game. Now, the Baltimore Ravens came out guns blazing. I mean, opening kickoff, Devin Duvernay takes it for a touchdown. And then Miami responds. They tie the game at 7. And then Baltimore scores 21 unanswered points. They're up 28-7. They're up 35-14 going into the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson is absolutely putting on a show. Lamar Jackson put on a show, throwing for 318 yards, rushing for another 119 yards, throwing for 3 touchdowns, running for another touchdown. But in the fourth quarter, when it was 35-14, I'm ready to check off. I'm ready to put a check in the checkbox next to everybody's name because most of the people picked the Ravens to win the game. Matter of fact, everybody picked the Ravens to win that game with the exception of Calvin, Marcus, and Aaron. Everybody else, the other 5 people in this league had the Ravens winning. I was just about to check it off. But then Tua Tagovailoa went bombs away. This is the Miami offense that everybody thought they were going to see, and the Baltimore Ravens had some of the worst pass defense I had ever seen. You are going to match up one-on-one with Tyreek Hill with no safety help? Have you lost your fucking mind? He went off. Jalen Waddle went off. Tyreek Hill had 11 catches for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle had 11 catches for 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. Tua had 469 yards and 6 touchdowns.
God damn!
And the Miami Dolphins came back to stun the Baltimore Ravens 42-38, scoring 28 points in the fourth quarter. Now, when Miami got it to 35-28, I was texting one of my friends, one of my former coworkers, who's a Dolphins fan, telling them, yo, I'm impressed with y'all because y'all keep fighting. When they tied the game at 35, I said the only way Miami's not going to win this game is if they don't see the field again. Because by that time, Tua was in the zone. Tua was in the zone, and they could Baltimore couldn't stop him. When Justin Tucker made that 52-yard field goal, I said, they're going to lose. I said, because they could not stop Miami. They couldn't. Tua had entered into the zone. They couldn't cover Tyreek Hill. They couldn't cover Jalen Waddle. And the last drive for me was no suspense. I'm not even trying to be funny. It was not suspenseful to me at all because Tua had went bombs away and the Baltimore's Ravens defense was shell-shocked. And they had no idea what to do. They had no clue of what to do. So the last drive, while it might have been suspenseful for most, it wasn't suspenseful for me at all. Because when Baltimore didn't at least score a touchdown and leave little to no time left for Tua, I said, oh, the Dolphins are going to win. The Miami Dolphins have put everybody on notice. We have all summariously handed this division to the Buffalo Bills. And did you saw what I saw yesterday with that 96 Olympic track team? And Tua going bombs away, looking like he was back at Alabama. Things are going to get real interesting next week when Buffalo comes to Miami. Because now, no matter what Buffalo does tonight, they are dealing with a confident team in the Miami Dolphins. They said, hey, if we can come back from this, there's no mountain that we can't climb. They really could have that attitude. Now, on to the late games. The Los Angeles Rams got up 28-3 against the Atlanta Falcons. 28-3, Atlanta Falcons. Where have I heard that before? Oh, yeah, okay. And the Rams damn near blew the game. I mean, I came from that game thinking, damn, if the Falcons had another quarter, they might take them out. Yeah, Cooper Kupp fumbling, but they did win. They got a bounce-back victory, sort of, 31-27. And now, my Denver Broncos. My Denver Broncos. You know what? I got to cut the goddamn music off. I have got some words for Nathaniel Hackett. You can't coach. Are you serious? You cannot coach. How many delay of games are we going to have because you don't know whether you want the offense to stay on the field or not? When the fans in Denver, Colorado have to count down the play clock to make sure we don't get any more delay of game penalties, you can't fucking coach. Are you serious? What the fuck, Michael Douglas? I mean, goodness gracious. This is why you play during the preseason, because the offense of the Denver Broncos looks out of sync. There is no communication, no discipline. We're heavily penalized. False start after false start after false start. Incompletion after incompletion after motherfucking completion. Are you serious? I've had to watch this shit for the last 6 years without Peyton Manning, not with a future Hall of Fame quarterback like Russell Wilson. Nathaniel Hackett, you can't coach. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Excuse my language. Excuse me for cussing. I'm sorry. You know what? Not like, no the fuck I'm not. I mean what the hell I said. Goodness gracious, the offense looks embarrassing yesterday against the Houston Texans. And by the way, we won the goddamn game. I know you guys are probably thinking, wow, Brandon, you did all of that. You went on that big-ass rant and y'all won the game. Yeah, we won the game, but goodness gracious, that was a struggle to watch. And I watched that game from start to finish. And that was just grueling, agonizing to watch my offense the way it has looked. This is why you play preseason. We won the game 16-9. We are 1-1. Good, blah, blah. I'll take the W, but man, Nathaniel Hackett looks in over his head. He looks in over his head, but we got the W. But you can't coach. Now, on to San Francisco, where the San Francisco 49ers defeated the Seattle Seahawks 27-7. But that's not the story of the game. Story of the game is early in that game, Trey Lance went down with a broken ankle and will have season-ending surgery. Yeah, man, that's tough. And enter Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is back in the building, and all of a sudden, as soon as Jimmy Garoppolo comes in the game, the 49ers take off. Now, what was I saying this entire offseason when everybody was talking about, oh, they're going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, oh, they're going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, or are they going to outright release Jimmy Garoppolo? What was I saying the entire offseason? Why are you going to get rid of him? He still has 1 year left on his contract. Are you sure about Trey Lance? Trey Lance hasn't played a lot of football in the last 2 years. Why would you get rid of a guy that's taking you to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship game? Now, the smartest move right now of the offseason looks to me like the San Francisco 49ers electing to not get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, because now that's what we got to play next week. When Trey Lance was under center, I was like, I ain't even worried about the 49ers. Now that Garoppolo's back in there, not to mention our offense looking shitty, now I'm biting my nails a little bit. I'm like, oh God, oh no, oh no. So the 49ers, they get on the board after that loss in Chicago last week. They're now 1-1, 27-7. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. In Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys bounce back against the Cincinnati Bengals 20-17 with a game-winning field goal at the buzzer. Yo, I thought Cincinnati had revamped their offensive line, because I surely cannot tell. Joe Burrow was sacked about 6 more times, again, 2 of them by Micah Parsons. I know Cowboy fans are going to pump the chest out, but calm the fuck down. Biatch. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. I'm giving you credit because you won the game. You did win the game. You were up 17-3, but you still managed to win the game. And you got a defensive stop when you needed to. And Cooper Rush drove the team into field goal position. So I'll give credit where credit is due, but still, ain't nobody worried about y'all. In Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Raiders had a 20-0 lead against the Arizona Cardinals. Another example. You thought you had it, but you didn't. The Browns thought they had it. The Ravens damn sure thought they had it. The Raiders thought they had it, but they didn't. Kyler Murray led a furious rally, and they defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 29-23 on a Hunter Renfrow fumble, scoop, and score by the Cardinals defense. And I just started laughing. I said, I know I picked the Raiders to win this game, but I couldn't help it. I started laughing. That is such a Raider way to lose a ball game. But you know, it is what it is. Again, you thought you had it, but you didn't. The Cardinals, who just looked lifeless for about the first 2.5 quarters, came back and got the W. Shout out to Kyler Murray. I guess after halftime, you started studying your playbook a little bit. The Sunday night game, a lot of people in the league, a lot of my guys in the league were betting on the Chicago Bears. They picked the Chicago Bears. I wasn't drinking that Bears Kool-Aid, but so much. The Green Bay Packers handled their business 27-10. Aaron Jones had a huge game. Aaron Rodgers was okay, pedestrian, but it was all about the running game last night. The Packers handled their business. That is the Week 2 matchups. Now, we still have 2 Monday night games tonight. The Titans at the Bills at 7:15 and the Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, how the standings look for this week in the league. I have 8 wins. Marcus has 8 wins. Marquise has 8 wins. Aaron has 7 wins. Tony has 6 wins. Calvin has 5. And Sean and David have 4 wins. Now, again, those could change tonight. The grand total so far, I am still in front. Your boy Genius at work is still at front with 18 wins. You got Sean, who didn't have a good day. He has 13 wins. David has a grand total of 10 wins. Tony has a grand total of 13 wins. Calvin has a grand total of 10 wins. Marcus has a grand total of 15 thus far. Marquise has 16 and Aaron has 14. Y'all still looking up at your boy? Because like I said, genius at work. And now that we have wrapped up the week, as far as the weekend review from my words, from my point of view, you know what time it is. The Sports Plus Life Prediction League, we in full effect. My brother is on the phone. Sean, what it do?
What's going on, my brother?
These games, man, yo, crazy Tuesday. I said crazy Tuesday. Crazy week two. Crazy week 2.
Yeah, it was a lot of tight games that you went the other way that you didn't expect, bro. That was super crazy.
Well, to me, the motto of week 2 was you thought you had it, but you didn't.
But you didn't. That's the truth.
You didn't, because the Cleveland Browns thought they had it. The Baltimore Ravens damn sure thought they had it. The Las Vegas Raiders thought they had it. And I was hoping that the Bengals could steal it from the Cowboys, but we didn't get that lucky.
No. Sickening. Sickening to my stomach every time they win. But it's bound to happen. Cooper Rush, though, Bengals fans, y'all should be ashamed of y'all damn self. God damn it.
I just said this too because I just was giving my point of view as far as a weekend wrap up. I said, Cowboy fans, okay, you got your win. Ain't nobody worried about y'all though. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. To me, it's more like I thought the Bengals had shored up their offensive line. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I definitely can't tell. But before we get into the picks, bro, what did you think of that Dolphins comeback?
Tua is trying to shut a lot of people up. And he is definitely doing what he's supposed to be doing, bro. That joint was crazy.
I mean, they just went bombs away.
Uh-huh.
I mean, first of all...
I mean, you got 2 of the fastest wide receivers in the NFL, bro. I mean, who you pick your poison, bro.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. But did you see the defense Baltimore pick? They went man-to-man with Tyreek Hill. Have you lost your mind?
And they should have stayed in them zones, boy. Just check them boys. Them boys too fast for man-to-man, bro.
I mean, way too fast for man-to-man. And I'm going to tell you, the way I felt when the Dolphins tied the game, I said the only way that Baltimore is going to win this game is if they keep the ball out of Miami's hands, if they score a touchdown with little to no time left. When Justin Tucker made that field goal and it was over a minute left, I said they're going to lose. Because Baltimore, at that point in time, Baltimore's defense was shell-shocked. They did not know what to do. Miami's final drive was no suspense for me because Tua was in the zone at that point. If there's a proverbial zone for a football player, Tua was in the zone.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill, 11 catches, 190. Jalen Waddle, 11 catches, 171. I think the Dolphins may have put everybody on notice. They play Buffalo this week coming up.
Hey, we said they were going to be one of them sleepers.
We did.
They got everybody waking up now, bro.
Yes. Oh, did they? I mean, they woke everybody the fuck
I ain't
up.
gonna talk. You know why I ain't gonna talk? God damn. Because the Giants 2-0, and I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
And man, I was talking to Tony last night, and him and my neighbor Lou. My neighbor Lou is a Washington fan, and Tony's a Dallas fan. I said, everybody looking up at the Giants right now.
Big facts.
Big facts. Oh, you see, we managed to win the game.
You said what?
I said, you see Denver, we managed to win the game.
Oh, yeah, I see now. I know you was excited about that, bro.
I was disgusted. I'm not going to lie to you. I was absolutely...
I got to get it together, boy. I thought y'all be playing a lot better than what y'all doing. It's a coach, bro. He don't know what he's doing.
He cannot coach, bro. He can't. I literally just... When I send you this podcast, the way I went off, you would have thought we lost the damn game. Because Nathaniel Hackett is stupid. He does not. When you have literally the fans were counting down the play clock to make sure we wouldn't have another damn delay of game. Mm-hmm. This is why you play preseason, bruh. This is it. Our offense.
This is why you hire coaches who ain't just somebody you know, or somebody who needs to be in their damn job.
Exactly. Yes, I was excited that we won, but I've been disgusted by our offense. I really have been. I have been absolutely disgusted. You think I'm not worried now about the 49ers? I would have been less worried if Trey Lance was still playing.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, what do you think of that situation?
Man, hold on. I'm a hungry dude.
No, you all right, man.
Man, I feel so bad for Trey Lance, bro. That man was looking so sad on that cart, man. You never want that to happen to somebody, especially their first year trying to get the starting position, man. I know that man. I feel bad for that man, but they were smart for keeping Jimmy G, though.
Yeah. Oh, if they didn't have Jimmy G, their season would be over.
Oh, over with. But so whoever made that decision to hold on to him, and they kudos, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know who made the decision? The market made the decision because nobody tried to trade for him.
Absolutely. Well, it would have been if he didn't get, and it would have been a market for him now. The Cowboys definitely. Well, I ain't gonna say that because they believe in Cooper Rush, but the Bengals are just down bad right now. They got to get themselves together.
I'm going to tell you what team could use Jimmy Garoppolo right now who probably wish they had traded for him. The Colts.
Absolutely. Matt Ryan looks disgusted.
Bro, they have no weapons. Outside of Jonathan Taylor, they have no weapons.
Well,
they have nothing. And that division is in play. That's a wide open division. Maybe you shouldn't have backtracked on Jacksonville. You might have been on to something when you picked them at first to win that division.
I knew it.
Because Trevor Lawrence, like he's taking that step up, like you called him to. They have young weapons. Christian Kirk looked like he was worth the money. Everybody was saying, how Christian Kirk get that big ass contract? He's balling.
Well, Jacksonville was always a good team. It's just like they always been like poorly coached, and I think Doug Peterson a good coach, man.
He's a Super Bowl winning coach. And they could, and I believe that division is in play because you don't know what you're gonna get from the Texans. The Texans don't know how to close out a game because they didn't close out the Colts last week. The Titans, I know they Mike Vrabel's a good coach, but I think that this is it for Ryan Tannehill. And
yeah, he does now.
Yeah, and the Colts have no weapons. So Jacksonville may very well steal this division. I mean, and before we get to picks, I got to give you kudos on one more thing. DeAndre Swift, boy.
Hey, boy, I'm telling you.
That Detroit Lions offense, though, boy.
And they get Jameson Williamson back, boy.
And you see that rookie lineman that they drafted?
Yeah.
3rd overall pick, 3 sacks yesterday.
You talking about Hutchinson? Yeah.
Yes. That Detroit Lions offense, though, bruh, they not to be messed with. And people forget that Jared Goff has taken a team to a Super Bowl. So he knows what he's doing. And Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Yeah, he acting up.
Hey, who the hell needs Kenny Galladay?
Hey.
Who the hell needs Kenny Galladay? Amon-Ra St. Brown is a beast. He is a beast. He's the best receiver they've had since Megatron. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. And them boy, Detroit is, their offense is scary, man. Their offense is scary. But
they get it together, bro. They be all right. About another 2-3 years, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah, and it's the thing about, they, for all intents and purposes, they have their quarterback. It's not like Jared Goff is 28 years old. So for all intents and purposes, they got their quarterback. It's just, to me, it's all going to come down to coaching with Detroit because they have the talent. I didn't realize how much talent they had until I watched them against Washington yesterday. They are a talented squad. And to me, it's all about coaching because the biggest mistake that Detroit made was letting what was a black guy's name? The coach. Damn it. He used to be the coach with the Colts. He was the offensive coordinator for the Ravens the last time they won the Super Bowl. Ooh, I'm having a.
You talking about Caldwell?
Huh?
You talking about Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell. Yes, Caldwell. Yes, yes. That was the worst mistake they made. They got rid of Jim Caldwell for Matt Patricia, bum ass. And they've been horrible ever since then. But now, hey, Lions could make some noise. So, I know we still have 2 games tonight. You didn't fare so hot this week, sir. Right now, as of right now, you only got.
I was looking at them Jones like, bro, I'm bad luck. I called history in the making of something this week. Like, dang.
As of right now, you only have 4 wins.
Dang, that's terrible, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, you and David are the bottom feeders right now.
I blame Trish for this.
But you can still end up with 6 because you call Buffalo and Philadelphia.
Yeah, I need these two.
Yeah, we all call Buffalo. Everybody called Buffalo to win.
Yeah.
It was pretty split down the middle between Philly and Minnesota. So we shall see. I'll give everybody their grand total tomorrow once the games are up. But let's get to it for this week. Okay, Thursday night football. The Cleveland Browns. Did you see that dumbass elf on the field?
No, I ain't see that part.
Oh my! Their new mascot. His name is Brownie the Elf. It's horrible.
Oh wow!
It's horrible.
Should have had Mr. Hanky. That'd have been a good. That'd have been a good one for him.
Hey, you dumb, bro. Oh, you caught me off guard with that shit.
Christmas.
Yeah, because that's what they play like the last 2 minutes of that damn game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, Pittsburgh, who ain't look no better, actually look worse. Pittsburgh at Cleveland Thursday. Who you got?
I'm going to give it to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Pittsburgh. Okay, you're giving it to Pittsburgh. On the Sunday's games, Houston at Chicago.
Houston at Chicago. Man, Chicago.
Okay. This should be a slam dunk. Kansas City at Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Sight.
Oh, man. Now, this could be the game of the day. Buffalo at Miami. I ain't been this excited about a damn Bills versus Dolphins game since Marino and Kelly were the quarterbacks.
Man. You know, to be honest, the way that they play it can go either way, but I'm going to give it to experience, and I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Okay. I mean, doesn't a big Bills versus Dolphin game make you feel like a kid again?
Man, that's the game right there. Yeah, that's that Tecmo Bowl stuff.
I was just getting ready to say that too. I was just getting ready to say Tecmo Bowl vibes all day.
All them boys on that thing, yeah, they meant something.
Exactly.
Andre Reed and them boys was on there, yeah.
Yeah, against Dan Marino, Mark Clayton, and O.J. McDuffie.
Yeah.
Oh, another game that's low-key sneaky, a big game. Detroit at Minnesota.
That is low-key sneaky only because Detroit is playing.
Right. We don't know what Minnesota's going to do tonight, but they are the home team next week. I'm going to go with Minnesota only because after we beat their ass tonight, then they're going to want to win again. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Minnesota. Okay, next game, the Baltimore Ravens at the New England Patriots. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and Terrell Suggs just went to practice today and just whipped everybody's ass.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to the Ravens, though.
Yeah, you still don't know what you're getting enough from New England's offense.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Patriots.
Can you believe you actually saying that?
Yeah, because I didn't believe in them when they had Tom Brady.
Good point. Me neither. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to the Ravens.
Next game, the 0-2 defending AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals go to the 1-1 New York Jets.
Now, let me tell you like this. I'm gonna give it to the Bengals only because if they lose this one, they down. They fighting for their lives right now. So they better come out with some want to and win this game. So I'm gonna give it to the Bengals because if they go 0-3, it may be turmoil in Cincy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Next game is the game you will be attending at. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders.
You already know, bro.
I already know.
You already know.
I already know. The Carson Wentz Bowl.
It's going to be a tough one, though. It's going to definitely be tough.
Oh, you know how them division games go, homie? You know they always tough.
They always have our number, too, though, bro. So I'm nervous.
Carson Wentz won his revenge, goddammit.
Yeah, I know he do.
Now, the next game, the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. What the hell happened to the Saints yesterday?
Man, I heard Jameis had only injured or something like that, like some broken shit in his back.
I don't even know if that can explain the way he played in the fourth quarter.
Man, I don't know, bro. But either way, both of them teams, they own something. You said the Saints and the
Panthers.
Golly, both of them trash. Let me get
Who you going with?
I'll go to the Saints.
Hey man, we remember when we talked yesterday. There was some questionable calls in that game that gave Tampa Bay the upper hand.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that to excuse Jameis Winston's horrible plays in the fourth quarter, but that unnecessary roughness call on Bradley Roby was ridiculous. That was stupid. How you, Cameron Brate, you're going to lower your head into Bradley Roby and they're going to call Bradley Roby for it? That changed the game.
Yeah, oh, well, of course. You know they got it because it was a boring game and Tom Brady was looking bad. They had to help him out, bro. You know how that goes.
Hey, Tom Brady was throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Next game. This could be sneaky interesting, too. Jacksonville at the Chargers. And remember, on Thursday night, Justin Herbert had some fractured rib cartilage.
Yeah, who is it now?
Jacksonville at the Chargers.
I'm going to give it to the Chargers. I mean, not the Chargers, the Jaguars.
Oh, you going with Jacksonville? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, I guess after halftime, Kyler Murray started studying his playbook because he turned into Houdini in that game.
And the Rams been kind of struggling against teams.
Bruh, if the Falcons had another quarter, I think they would have won.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Rams at Arizona.
I'm going to give it to the Rams.
Okay. Next, the who gives a shit game of the day. The Falcons at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Okay. Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
I just don't give a fuck bowl. I could care less about either one of these teams. I'll give it to Tampa Bay.
Sunday Night Football, the 49ers at my Denver Broncos.
And who is it? Who is where?
San Francisco at Denver.
I'm going to give it to the 49ers.
I don't blame you. I'll be honest. I really don't blame you.
Oh, sorry, bro. Y'all coach scared me.
Bro, he scares me. No, he don't even scare me. He disgusts me.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, Dallas at the New York Giants.
Dallas at the Giants. Dallas Giants. Man. I'm going to go with the Giants.
Alrighty. Man, I hope you're right. Okay. So, Sean's picks are as follows. He has the Steelers beating the Browns, the Bears beating the Texans, KC walking it out all over Indianapolis, Buffalo beating Miami, the Vikings over the Lions, the Ravens over the Patriots, the Bengals over the Jets, Philadelphia, you already know, over Washington, the NO against Carolina, Jacksonville over the Chargers, upset special, the Rams, over the Cardinals, the Seahawks over the Falcons, the Buccaneers over the Packers, the 49ers over the Broncos, and the Giants over the Cowboys. Sound about right, sir?
Sounds about right.
My man. And hopefully you're going to have a better week, because right now I'm housing you, nigga.
Yeah, but
it's a marathon, though. It's a marathon.
It's all good, man. Play us fuck up.
Oh my goodness, what you got going on for the rest of the day, homie?
Ain't nothing, man. Dunking on niggas in this Kato, son. I get there.
I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. Any parting shots, sir?
No, but you know what?
What's up?
I this bitch.
You said what?
I said I'm about this bitch.
Oh, before you go, you got Paramount Plus?
No, I have Paramount Bootleg Fire Stick.
Oh, me too. Okay. But what Beavis and Butthead, they have a whole new series out.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna check that out.
Did you ever see their new movie they just came out with a couple months ago?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, they have a movie that just came out new. It's so stupid, it's funny. Because believe me, it is stupid.
Okay, well, if it's stupid.
Beavis falls in love with Siri.
What?
Beavis falls in love with Siri.
Okay, yeah, but that sounds stupid. That's classic Beavis and Butthead.
Bruh, man, it is so dumb. It is fun. It's like, this is what the world needs right now.
Yeah, more dumbass Beavis and Butthead.
Exactly. So anyway, all right, bro. Well, I got your picks. I'm going to send this to you as soon as we get done. Hey, man, kiss them kids for me.
All right, for sure, bro. You do the same for me, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
All right, man.
Later, man.
Peace.
Oh, my brother. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, he had a rough go of it. Now, he can, like I said, he can still improve all the way up to 6 wins if his Monday night goes the way that he predicted. And I'm going to be honest with you, I hope it does, because I called Minnesota to beat the Eagles. I definitely hope that I'm wrong. I'm just kind of playing the percentages, I guess. But I hope the Eagles smack fire from the Purple People Eaters. I really do. But next up is Big Calvin, Big C. Calvin, what up, homie?
What's up, man?
Oh, man, what's up is you got another W yesterday, my friend. You got another W. So,
Yeah.
what did you, that was a slugfest up until the fourth quarter. And then Jameis Winston reminded everybody why y'all got rid of his ass.
Yeah, he came through for me. I can always count on my boy.
What do you think of that fight, man? That was crazy.
Yeah, that kind of woke us up. You know what I'm saying? Well, and given that the cornerback won't in there, their best corner won't in there, but hell, our best receiver won't in there. But kind of woke us up, man. They've been manhandling us for a minute. I don't know what it is about them folks.
They match up very well against y'all. Tom Brady kind of incited that whole situation, because Tom Brady was throwing temper tantrums the entire day.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say that I'm.
I couldn't really catch the game, man, because I where I was at, I couldn't catch the game. But yeah, he was doing his same old tricks, throwing shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't sit here and say that I've been overly impressed with you guys. I'm not hating. I'm being honest. You've only had 2 touchdowns in the first 2 games. The defense, like you said, Jameis didn't let you down. Even Devin White said in the interview, he said, we know this dude. We know he's going to give us the ball. So, honestly, the Buccaneers knew they were compromised on offense. No Mike Goodwin, no Julio Jones, and Mike Evans gets thrown out the game. But
it seems like Mike Godwin is like the key to all this.
Chris Godwin, I mean, I tend to forget that you guys still have Rashad Perriman. But as far as the week goes, you did better than last week. Well, did you? Hold up.
I won 6 games so far. I can easily go 8-8. Better than that 5.
You got 5. So you got 5 last week. So far, you got 5 this week. But that can change if your Monday night is correct. So you could go from 5 to 7 after tonight. You can go from 5 to 7 after tonight. But what did you think of the rest of the week in general as far as football goes? The rest of the games.
Well, didn't we talk about Cooper Rush knowing the offense and he was going to play a lot better than people thought he was going to play?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Well, that's, them people still laying around, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, I told you they was going to lose one game and come right back or whatever. It was, I can't really speak on it because it ain't over with. Why you always call me early?
Well, I just got off the phone with Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're not calling number one, but
no.
I get the people on the phone that I know I'm going to be able to reach, which is you, Sean, David, Skip. But did you see Miami go bombs away in the fourth quarter?
Man, oh my God! Hey, listen, that shit needs to be wrapped up immediately. Y'all better take heed and take notice. That shit, if that shit gets out of hand, oh my goodness. That shit was wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it almost reminded me of not just how they did it, but just the effect, like that playoff game when way back when fucking, what's the boy name? Josh Allen made play after play after play. And then Deshaun Watson made play after play after player. You know what I'm saying? It was, damn, like what else can Lamar Jackson do? That shit needs to be wrapped up quick.
Yeah, because Lamar Jackson was perfect yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they still lost.
Man.
I mean,
so are the Dolphins 2-0?
Yeah, they're 2-0.
Man, that shit, y'all better take notice. Like, hey, they are coming.
I had them as my dark horse AFC team.
You coming. It seemed like everything that was coming in, everything that was playing 2 or 3 years ago is coming into fruition with these little fast, little short quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the boy in Arizona? He got off.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Trey Lance, he looked good for the first 3 plays, and then he went up. I don't know how many plays it was, but he didn't last long. But he looked like he was going to be okay. You know what I'm saying?
I actually think now the 49ers' expectations have now risen now that Garoppolo's back in there because you just didn't know what you were getting with Trey Lance. I feel bad for him. I hate the fact that he has to have a season-ending surgery, but like I was telling Sean, we play the 49ers next Sunday night. If Trey Lance had been playing, I honestly wouldn't have had nothing to worry about. I'm worried now that Garoppolo's in there, not to mention our offense looks like trash itself.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. It's like the hype of the season start is over, and then it's like, okay, what y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's wild.
It's definitely wild. But you ready to give me some picks, and I'll send you a picture of your picks?
Yeah.
All right.
And you never sent me a pic of yours.
Cause I haven't made my picks yet. I'll send you a pic of mine when I predict them.
Last week.
Yeah, I'm saying I had when I talked to you. When I talked to you on the phone, we was on the podcast last week. I hadn't made my picks yet, but I
figured you make yours late.
I make mine last. Yeah, so
right.
When I make mine, I will definitely send you. I'll send you a picture of it. You can know, so you can, bro. You're dealing with a genius at work, bro.
That's why I want to. That's why I want to copy.
That's why you want to copy. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you covered. I got you. Fair enough. And what I'm gonna start doing is when I have your picks in particular, I will put them on the podcast as well.
Okay. All right. That'll work.
So that way,
The way I went wrong, that's all.
Thursday night football, the Steelers at Cleveland. You talking about another team self-destructing, Cleveland did. But the Steelers at the Browns.
I can't pick the Steelers. I can't pick Cleveland over Pittsburgh. I'm going with Pittsburgh. I know. I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Which means that I can't do it.
The next game. Huh?
You said what? No, remember last week we was talking about, we was talking about Jacksonville, like we're gonna pick against them until they win, and sure shit, these bitches.
You mean the Jets? The Jets.
The Jets and the Jaguars.
Well, I picked the Jaguars last week to beat Washington.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, sure as shit, Jacksonville wins, the Jets win, Detroit win. How about that?
Yeah. Check out the Fleas on Fluff. All right, go ahead.
Next game, Houston at Chicago.
I'm going with Chicago.
Okay.
I have yet to see Houston on TV.
Well, I watched their game. I watched their game against us yesterday from start to finish. Man, was that frustrating.
But y'all will be all right. Y'all will be all right.
I mean, I hope so, but right now, I'm not like our coach is dumb right now.
Who is y'all coach?
Nathaniel Hackett, and he was the offensive coordinator last couple of years for Aaron Rodgers. And some of his play calling, and also his clock awareness is just like all wrong right now. And I'm gonna need Russell Wilson to step up because he the Hall of Famer. He know better.
Yeah.
He might have to end up being a player coach. Like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Yeah.
But anyway, the next game, the Chiefs at the Colts.
Chiefs. I won't pick against you, Mr. Pat, again. I'm sorry. Chiefs.
Big game. Buffalo at Miami.
Shit, like I said, this shouldn't need to be wrapped up. This might be I'm picking Buffalo. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens. Can't say what happens when you go against somebody because the Baltimore Ravens defense is somebody. So let's see. Y'all got one tape on them now. Let's see.
Detroit at Minnesota. The Lions' offense is not to be fucked with. I didn't realize how talented they were until I watched them against Washington yesterday.
Yeah. Shit, man. I go Detroit. No, I go Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay. Okay, Baltimore at New England.
See if New England bounce back.
New England won yesterday.
I mean, well, yeah. In my mind, they didn't.
What?
Yeah, I mean...
No, I understand. I totally understand. Because that's how I feel about Denver. We won, but in my mind, we didn't.
Yeah.
So you going with New England?
Yeah.
Okay. The Bengals at the Jets.
The Bengals. They got to do that again.
Yeah, man. Next game, Philadelphia at Washington.
Philly.
New Orleans at Carolina.
Who did Carolina play last week?
They just lost to the Giants.
You just lost to the motherfucking Giants. Yeah, they gonna lose again.
You going with the NO?
Yeah.
Jacksonville at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Going with the Chargers.
Okay. The Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals.
That's gonna be a good game, and I don't know who the fuck gonna win. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay. The Atlanta Falcons at the Seattle Seahawks. You know, they have to play out their schedule. Nobody gives a shit about the game, but okay.
Fuck it, I give it to cause oh shit. Y'all just beat the Seahawks. Atlanta, they
We didn't beat the Seahawks. The 49ers beat the Seahawks.
who y'all just? Oh, I'm thinking about Houston.
Yeah.
Y'all beat them the week before.
They beat us the week before.
I go with them. Hold on. You said Seattle and who?
Atlanta.
I go with Seattle.
Okay. Green Bay at your Buccaneers.
I don't know now.
Yeah, you know Mike Evans is suspended for the next game.
Yeah. As is every receiver available. I ain't got nobody. I'm about to go down there.
You gonna try out?
I try out shit. I'm gonna pick us though. You know what? I'm gonna pick Green Bay.
What?
Wrong. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be wrong.
What? He's going with his head, not his heart. I love it. And Sunday Night Football, the 49ers at my Denver Broncos.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with San Fran.
I'll tell you like I told Sean. I don't blame you. My next Monday Night Football, the Cowboys at the 2-0 New York Football Giants.
Going with Dallas. This is the perfect game for them to win. Beat up on the lowly Giants. I mean, you're going to see all the little boys again.
I know, and that's what disgusts me about it.
Yeah, the Bengals had one job.
Yeah, exactly. They had one job in life.
Bengals could have kept that shit in the box for a little bit longer.
Yeah, the Bengals they had one job. One job. That is it. You not at work today, bro?
No.
Okay. You good?
Yeah, it was vacation day.
Hey, I know that's right. Hey, everybody need one of them.
Yeah.
I promise you. Everybody need one of them. But, any parting shots, sir?
No, I can think of. My bad, man. I'm moving slow today.
No, you okay. You all right.
I'm good. What that nigga Sean been up to?
Hey, man, Sean has just been living life. You know, he been doing he trying to get back into acting stuff, which I fully applaud, and he wants me to come with him. I gotta send my stuff to this.
Man.
Huh?
I said that's dope. That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we brothers, and you know, we
hell sometimes with people, you know what I'm saying, you be around, they just gotta, you know what I'm saying, not to sound like I'm kissing his ass now, but you know how you be around people, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying, like this brother talented, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always got that from that cat. I be forgetting we on the podcast, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay because we all on the podcast. No one loves Sean, and that's Sean is my entertainment soulmate. I be straight up. He's my entertainment soulmate.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. So,
I can do that shit. Y'all can do it.
Yeah. Hey, man. Please. Hey, I got to get me, him, and David all on the podcast at the same time.
And you know, I always thought, you know what I'm saying? Not that I sit and think about you niggas when y'all not around, but I always thought if y'all niggas was like, if y'all niggas had got together, everything that happened was like 5 years later when like the internet was like really something. Cause you know I'm around y'all age, so
yeah,
the internet wasn't what it was.
No, not at all.
You niggas age, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, well, we always used to say that. We always used to say that if you know social media was around when we had our group, oh, it'd have been it'd have been no question. It'd have been no question.
You couldn't shoot no fucking videos on no fucking Motorola Razr. Come on now. Like technology, the shit that's available to them. Like think about like what if that nigga what's this nigga name? You know what Hits from the Street?
Yeah.
Imagine if he did that shit. He did like later. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga be. You know what I'm saying? He basically I ain't gonna say they the same or do the same shit, but he be just as, I don't know, man. That nigga probably, I don't know what that nigga probably working at Amazon now or something. And I always thought about that shit, like, man, because you always hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? These kids don't know how good they got it. We used to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You saying that shit.
Right. Oh man, please. Every generation repeats itself as far as the language.
It do, man.
Every generation, because when we was kids, I mean, come on now, we 80s babies, we grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s. We used to hear about how technology has changed, and back in my day, and you got kids don't know how easy you got it, and kids is being too disrespectful. Now we the ones saying that now to this generation of kids.
Hate our music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate theirs with a passion. Like everybody is Steph Curry with the shot, and these side shit we was growing up, we was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my goodness,
you better have more niggas than I do. If not, you know,
bro, all you had to do was throw on a Lil Jon song, and it was on and popping.
That funk music.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But you know what I'm saying? Maybe they should have do for them what our shit did for us, but fuck them people.
Well, I tell you, when it comes to music, I always call our generation the first generation. Well, we're the second wave of hip hop. See, the second wave of hip hop to me is the most important because that's when hip hop truly started to go commercial.
I agree.
I
agree because. Go ahead.
The first wave of hip hop is when you got Kool Moe Dee, NWA, Kool and the Gang, and you know which laid the which laid the groundwork. But the second wave of hip hop, which still included all of those same people, even though like with NWA, Q branched out, Dre branched out. But now you enter Snoop, now you enter Pop, now you enter Big, you know, now you enter Jay-Z, now you enter Nas, The Firm, Wu-Tang Clan, all of that stuff. That goes on to Ludacris and Nelly and the Dirty South, Master P and Cash, No Limit and Cash Money. The second wave of hip hop made hip hop commercial worldwide. To me, that's why it's always been the most important wave of hip hop.
I can dig it, and I always thought that our generation, we were planted so perfectly to catch so much shit. Like okay, as far as music, like the 70s or whatever, they had that soul. That was great. You know what I'm saying? The 80s, but to me, the 80s music, all that 80s music, it don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? It had some type of, it had its own little, you know what I'm saying? It had its own little,
had its own vibe.
You can't duplicate that. But with that being said, us being 80s babies and being 90s kids, you know, we were force-fed that 80s shit, because that 80s shit is really, to me, the foundation of a lot of music today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that 90s, the 90s had a energy. There's nothing that can compare to that 90s music energy. It's still kind of...
It's still relevant. It's still listen, the 90s as a decade had a certain energy that people are still trying to replicate and duplicate today.
Right.
You know, because people are, have you noticed all of the old shows from the 90s are being redone? They're bringing it back.
Right.
The 90s was a dope decade. It really was.
It was a really great place and time. You know what I'm saying? 90s was a whole nother planet, Jack.
Yeah.
Everything. Like, we had the best wrestlers. We had the best comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, if you funny, like the way this shit is now, social media, if you have talent, you know, people can be able to get to you. It won't like that. Like, people like your foundational comics, like, they're a different breed than these other cats. Like Ricky Smiley, you know, they used to drive like hours.
Yeah.
For $25, you know what I'm saying? That's them different, you know what I'm saying?
Back then, getting a contract meant something. Back then, when you got signed, like if you were a musician and you got a contract, you signed a deal, that really meant something. That put you at a status where that status today now doesn't exist. Because we don't have record stores no more. We stream everything with the advent of social media, camera phones, independent deals, which is great for the individual artists. Don't get me wrong. The fact that there's so much now independency for individual artists, that's great for their pockets. You know, that's great for their pockets. But in the 80s and the 90s, if you got a contract, you was the shit.
Yeah.
Because and the reason why is because nobody truly understood the business aspect of it. Why do you think New Edition on the Candy Girl album got a check for $1.50-some? because people didn't know the business aspect. Why do you think Tupac said, all I want is money? Fuck the fame. I'm a simple man. Fame is cool, but that doesn't get you dollars.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that
not to stir the pot, but the way the New Edition, that contract they signed and got them that famous dollar or whatever. Let me ask you this, man. Do you think New Kids on the Block signed a similar deal?
Actually, yeah, because New Kids on the Block was discovered by the same dude that discovered New Edition.
Dude, what? God damn, nigga. Go ahead.
Look, you know, I know what you're saying, but now you're talking X's and O's as far as contracts with groups, business.
Okay.
The larger the group, the less the cut. That's the truth. The larger the group, the less the less money you gonna see. Why do you think you don't really see any groups now?
Right.
And why do you think we're starting to see less and less of the Migos? The larger why do you think Wu-Tang Clan all had to start doing their own thing? And every nigga, I think me and you was in Wu-Tang at one point in time. They had everybody in there. You know, the larger the group, the less the cut.
Yeah, I never thought about it. I ain't never think about it like that. That makes so much fucking sense, man.
Yeah. That's why a lot of these, you don't see boy bands no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't see rap groups like that no more. Not no more. You don't see that because that dough ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
It don't hit the same. I remember when Drew Hill, for their third album, they had added the fifth member. And then when they eventually fell out and they went back to being four people, I remember watching a interview. Nokio said, man, fuck that. I won't split nothing 5 ways no more. Even though now Drew Hill is back to 5 niggas. But yeah, people don't understand the business aspect of it. But no question, if social media age was out, when me and Sean was still in high school, please, Too Unique would have been worldwide because we were that fucking good. And the thing is that we couldn't dance. I was the liability when it came to dancing, but vocally we mirrored Boyz II Men and Drew Hill. We could out-sing anybody. We could out-sing anybody.
Yeah.
And so I'm still trying to get myself back up to do more music. You know, I focus more so on the podcast. I'm trying to focus myself up to get doing more music. I just need to honestly take better care of my voice, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But anyway, bro, let me get out of here. I sent you your pics already.
All right, man.
All right, man. I'ma holla at you.
All right.
Yes, sir. Big C, man. See, this is Sports Plus Life. You know, it's predominantly a sports podcast. We can talk about anything. I mean, if you want to talk about the way I feel about singing and acting and things of that nature, I'm always down. Definitely always down for it. And yeah, I'm definitely always down for that. But we are going to continue on with the Sports Plus Life Prediction League. It's Prediction Monday, and you know who on the line? Cuttin' David. What up?
What's going on?
When Cuttin' David on the line, what time is it?
Time to get these ad revenue for Comedy Central. A lot of younger folks won't get that one. Man, Comedy Central, what the fuck is that? Worry about it.
What's popping with you, bro?
Ain't shit, bro. Take my time, dog.
Hey, man, I want to be the first on behalf of everybody to wish you a happy early birthday. This is my cousin who's more like a brother. That boy birthday is on Wednesday.
Middle of the damn week, kind of nonsense.
Yeah, your birthday's on Hump Day.
I know, right? Nonsense. Nonsense. I tell you nonsense.
Oh, and this is a milestone birthday, too. This is a milestone birthday, too, for Cuttin' David.
Yeah, me 25.
That's right. 20, boy, he gonna be that quarter. 25.
Yeah. 25. Damn it, 25.
You damn right. So, you didn't fare too well in the week. You know, you had 4. You only had 4 right. I was kind of wondering about your picks last week, but you know, it didn't let me down. You called Atlanta to beat the Rams. That almost happened. You called Seattle to beat the 49ers. No. We all called Cincinnati to beat Dallas. You were the only one to call Houston to beat my Broncos. That almost happened.
Yeah. God damn it.
But you called the Steelers to beat your Patriots, and the Patriots won.
Yeah. One of those things. I mean, the light shines on the dog's ass once in a while. All I can really say about that one.
So what do you think about your team's performance in Pittsburgh?
I didn't even watch the game, bro. I really didn't. Bro, I'm on vacation. I ain't doing a bunch of shit except playing this PlayStation, dog. I really ain't.
Oh, I'm here for it. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You're supposed to enjoy your vacation, bruh.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
Hey, but if they play good, more power to them. Keep it up. The only thing I saw as far as this week in football was that fight between Tampa Bay and the Saints. Now that's exciting football. That's some good shit right there. Heard on the radio. There's nothing more that I want to see is a bunch of millionaires beating the shit out of me. That's amazing.
Tom Brady started that shit too.
Hey, it is what it is. But if you let Tom Brady get under your damn skin, you need to reevaluate your life.
Man, look, it's funny because Mike Evans and what's the damn quarter? Marshawn Lattimore, they going at each other. Nobody took a shot at Brady.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Hit this nigga. I'm like, somebody hit him.
Look, that right there goes to show that if you got plenty of money, you can get all these niggas around you to fight. If you white with money, you can get niggas to do any goddamn thing. And Brady just, like, if you ready to fight Tom Brady, what kind of dude are you? That man is 40 plus years old. He ain't finna fight you. You talk shit, whatever. Brady ain't finna fight nobody. He may look like he want to fight somebody. Brady ain't fighting nobody.
No, he ain't fighting nobody.
The only person I can see Tom Brady fighting is maybe Brett Favre. And that was back in the time.
No, have you heard? I didn't say this to Sean or Calvin. Did you hear about Brett Favre?
What, the drugs finally kicked in and his leg fell off?
No, he was. It was revealed that he was in a scandal with a former governor of Mississippi, and they were stealing money from welfare people.
I can see Brett Favre doing that. There's not a lot of NFL quarterbacks I can see doing that. I can see Brett Favre stealing some money from welfare folks. I can see Brett Favre doing that. He just has one of them looks like, I'm going to steal some money from people today.
I mean, I'm serious, and you know,
dollars a year, but welfare people who need food, I'm going to take money from them.
Yeah.
See Brett Favre doing that. Him and Matt Ryan.
Wow, that was random.
Matt Ryan just has that face of somebody who just gets in the shower and just blasts racist term all over the place. He gets in the shower and sings "Party Up." I just feel Matt Ryan does that. Matt Ryan.
In the shower singing some DMX.
Yeah, he in the shower singing some DMX, bruh.
Niggas wanna lie. Niggas wanna try. You niggas, wait a minute, nobody's listening, right? Niggas wanna die.
Right around, right? Okay, that's Matt Ryan. I don't know him personally, but he looks like somebody who does that.
Oh my goodness.
Most governors of Texas, if not all of them.
Yeah, man, that's bananas. That is bananas. Yeah. But what
Great, right.
Did you see that amazing comeback by Miami?
No, I didn't.
That's right, you said you're on vacation. Well, Baltimore was up by 21 points in the fourth quarter, and Tua went off. And Miami came back in Baltimore. They scored 28 points in the fourth quarter, and they beat the Ravens.
Man, I'm proud of Tua. I'm finally proud that he's turning into the quarterback that he should have been years ago.
Well, this is only his third season.
Years ago.
How much we been drinking today, bro?
I'm only on number 3, actually.
Oh, well, hey, well, you know, it's only 4 something. We gonna post something before 4 something.
I was actually productive today. Got some things done, doing laundry and whatnot. And I'm doing some things today.
There you go.
But, yeah, I'm actually being productive around the house today.
That's right, but we still gonna post something before 4 something.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna post something. You ain't got to lie about that. You ain't got to worry. Before it's all said and done, I'm gonna be twisted someplace.
I know that's right. Oh, well, let's get to the picks first.
Let's hit the picks.
Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Cleveland lost to the Jets. I want to let you know that. The Jets won a game.
The Jets won a game. That just puts Cleveland. This is when you hit the toilet bowl flushing, and that's where Cleveland is.
Okay, I will do.
Yeah. Cleveland, crapper. Go ahead, give me Pittsburgh on that one.
All right, Houston at Chicago.
I would say Chicago, but they were supposed to win last night against an angry-ass Aaron Rodgers, I guess. But that didn't happen. You know what? Yeah, give me Chicago. Bump it.
Kansas City at Indianapolis.
Kansas City.
Yeah, you see
I feel like Kansas City is on another one of those 11-0 starts.
You see Jacksonville, they shut out the Colts yesterday, 24-0.
I don't know who's worse in that situation. Indianapolis for letting it happen or Jacksonville for doing it. Like both of y'all trash, so I mean, okay.
Jacksonville might be sneaky this year. I think that division is in play. Buffalo at Miami. That's a big game.
It's a division game. Now that one I might take some time out. I might watch that one, but I'm gonna say Buffalo. Just to see who is as exciting as the hype is this year.
Yeah, I was telling Sean, I was like, this is the first time a Buffalo-Miami game been important since Marino and Kelly was the quarterbacks.
Ta-da! And how old were we then?
Tecmo Bowl days, bro. We was like 9, 10.
And that's when the Tecmo Bowl quarterbacks actually had names.
Right.
Besides QB number 15.
Right.
It was actually Jim Kelly and Dan Marino.
Right, exactly.
Everybody else was like, who them people is?
Right.
And who else was it? And there was like one other player, Bo Jackson.
Now you talking about the original Tecmo Bowl. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
The one dude in the joint, once he got the ball, you couldn't catch him.
You couldn't catch him. You could
run to the opposite end of the field, then run back and do that all day.
Bo Jackson and Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, you took me back with that one. Next game, Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit did win yesterday against Washington, just to let you know.
Yeah, I think that one.
Okay.
I think.
The Ravens at your Patriots.
I want to say Lamar is going to have some get back for somebody. Maybe New England's going to have an answer for him. But Belichick. Let me see if Belichick's going to reach into the bag of old tricks. Let me go ahead and take... I'm going to take Lamar and them.
You said all of that to take the damn Ravens anyway?
You're damn right. You're damn right. That's right.
The Bengals at the Jets.
Hey, look. Bengals trash. Bengals booty. How you let the Cowboys win?
Yeah, the Bengals only had one job.
You had one job and you failed it. You're fired. But I don't want to take the Jets because they trash too. Go give me Cincinnati.
Okay.
They got to win that. They lose to the Jets, all of them need to be fired.
The only thing I'll say is this.
Fired. Like you fired, you need to look for another job, like set on fire. Put out in a cannon.
Here's the only thing I'll say to that. Well, I agree with you. I haven't made my picks yet, but I'm going to take Cincinnati to beat the Jets. But the Jets did beat them last year in New York. Next game, Philadelphia at Washington.
Another division game, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Sean's going to be at that game.
Yeah, Sean going to pick Philly. Obviously. And you know what? I'm going to second his motion on that. I'm going to take Philly, too.
Okay.
I'm going to take Philly, too.
Next game, Saints at the Panthers. Baker Mayfield.
Boo. You suck. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was on this bag on how much Baker Mayfield is garbage this season. Wow, that boy trash. God damn, well, let me tell you. He did all that, got out of his contract, and ain't done nothing yet. Woo, boy. Gee. Man, I could have got his contract and done a little bit more than he had.
Yeah.
All right. Who's opposite of the Panthers?
The Saints.
Yeah, give me the Saints. Plus, they should be equally hyped up considering they got the crap beat out of them by Tom Brady and them. Not just in the game, but physically.
Right.
So they should be good mad.
Next game, Jacksonville at the Chargers.
Chargers. I just feel like this should be a good one.
I think that's going to be a better game than people actually want to give credit for, to be honest with you. Next game, the Rams at the Cardinals. Kyler Murray studied his playbook in the second half. The Cardinals were down 20-0 to the Raiders and came back to win in overtime.
You still can't read. You still barely passed the 5th grade. I mean, Arizona. Why not?
All right.
Arizona.
The Atlanta Falcons at the Seattle Seahawks.
The Falcons or the Seahawks? Who do I care less about?
Right, exactly.
The Falcons.
ATL shouted.
Hey, why not? I'm like ATL. I'm waiting for them to win a division title and the new Outkast album.
We all been waiting for the new Outkast album, dude.
Right.
Next game, Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
Ooh, this could be a gunslinging joint right there. I'm interested in that. One. Tampa.
All right, next Sunday night football, San Francisco 49ers at my Denver Broncos. You heard about what happened to Trey Lance, right?
But they replaced him finally?
No, he broke his ankle.
Now it's Garoppolo's show again?
Yep. Damn. You shouldn't laugh at that.
No, I was laughing at the fact that it's Garoppolo's show again. He's desperately in need of, not wanting to play for them. Yeah. I'm like, so he been sidelined. They done put all their chips into Trey Lance. Trey Lance broke his foot. Now, what Garoppolo going to play as? Booty.
Well, as soon as he came in, the 49ers took off, at least yesterday.
So, maybe I'll fix that thing. But if he disappoints me, I'm going to his house.
Going with the 49ers. Okay, I got you. Monday Night Football. Next Monday Night Football, the Cowboys at the Giants.
Again, one of them games, who do I care least about? The Giants of New York versus the Cowboys of Dallas. I don't even want to pick them boys. I really don't. But then again, the Giants are equally as trash.
And the Giants are 2-0.
They need to put the whole team in the toilet. And then, so they'll end up right next to the Jets, because that's where the toilet system in New York go out to. It flushes it in Jersey. Man, look, go ahead and give it to Dallas.
Oh, I hate you.
Nobody around. I don't want nobody to read into it. But I go, Dave finally come around. He's finally a Dallas Cowboy. Man, look, forget the Cowboys. Forget the Giants. They both trash. Just one's less trash right now than the other one.
Touche.
But at the end of the day, they both going in the trash can. So, whatever.
All right, so Cud and David's picks are as follows. He has the Steelers over the Browns, the Bears over the Texans, the Chiefs over Indianapolis, Buffalo over Miami, the Vikings over the Lions, the Ravens over his Patriots, the Bengals over the Jets, the Eagles over Washington, the NO over Carolina, the Chargers over the Jaguars, the Cardinals over the Rams, ATL shouted over the Seattle Seahawks, the Buccaneers over the Packers, the 49ers over my Broncos, and the Cowboys over the Giants. Does that sound about right, Cudden?
Reluctantly, don't put me in the same boat as some Cowboy people. I just had to make a pick, and I couldn't pick nobody. I should have picked they was going to tie, and nobody's going to win.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It was going to be 0-0, and then people were going to be like, man, take this garbage off the screen. Don't nobody want to see this mess no more.
Yeah, and the only thing about it is that game is next Monday night, so that's going to be the only game on.
Oh, Lord, ain't nobody watching that game. People going to be like, let me think. Do I want to watch the Cowboy game, or do I want to saw my left foot off?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Choices. I don't really need my left foot, but I don't need to watch the Cowboy game.
Now, before we go, were you able to catch the Triple G Canelo fight?
They fought? Finally?
They fought on Saturday.
Goodness gracious, man. I thought they was going to put that on for another 10 years before they were able to collect Social Security.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Man.
I mean, I know you're on vacation, but you're on vacation from everything, huh?
Oh, yeah, boy. I told you, man. Face is glued to TV, PlayStation on.
Well, the fight was pretty one-sided. Canelo actually deserved the decision that he got. I actually thought that the scoring was actually too close. One judge had Canelo only winning by like 2 points, and the fight with Canelo clearly won at least 10 of those rounds, maybe 9. But it wasn't a close fight. I wasn't as violent as I thought it was going to be. I think it's time for Triple G to hang it up. I wasn't overly impressed with Canelo because I saw how reluctant Triple G was. I want to see Canelo fight some guys like Charlo, David Benavidez, Jamie Munguia, somebody like that. But, I'll briefly...
Heavy hitter.
Yeah, right. I'll briefly bring up the fight after I've done all of my phone calls, but it wasn't nothing exciting. I sat there and I watched it. Molly came over. And
how are you doing?
No, you doing good. We watched the fight, but I'm more amped up of the possibility of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fighting on November 18th. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, an actual fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I didn't know they had fought. Man, that should have been a thing. If I knew that, I'd have went to B-Dubs or something and watched it. Wasn't gonna pay for it. Because there's been, again, one of them fights where somebody gets violently beat. And Triple G got violently beat.
I'm not going to say violently beat, but it was one-sided. I'm not going to say violently beat, but I thought Triple G was going to have to go for the knockout because I thought he won the first 2 fights, and there's still more money in Canelo. So I was of the notion that, okay, well, if you don't knock him out, you're probably not going to get a decision this time. But this time he didn't earn a decision. He didn't deserve a decision.
Yeah. Well, okay. But man, I'm sad about that one. Ray should have told me that. But now that you told me that, I'm really not sad that I missed it.
Yeah, and I watched it on a Fire Stick, so.
And it was on the Fire Stick. Hey, look, that tells you something about your boxes when you watching on free or pirated.
Oh, no.
Or, in my case, pirated TV. Like, they don't care that little bit. Well, Canelo was worth millions, if not billions at this point. Triple G stock obviously has gone down.
Yeah.
And the fight was like, look, ain't nobody tuning in for this. Let's just give the fight away.
Well, I'm not going to say that they did that, but I'm just going to tell you how I watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
and they pirated TV.
Yeah.
There you go. Ain't no shame in it. We all doing this.
Shit, yeah, ain't no shame in
I
it.
paying for cable.
Ain't no shade, because the Zone trying to be slick. The whole reason why the Zone formulated the Fight app was to eliminate pay-per-view. Now, all of a sudden, you have to get the fight on the Zone pay-per-view. Kick rocks and flip-flops.
That's it. Da-da. Told you. If you in 2022 and you still paying for cable TV, you need to reevaluate life choices.
Well, then I might need to reevaluate life choices because I still do pay for cable TV, but I watch whatever the hell I want to watch.
That's fair. But I could do the same thing, bruh. And I ain't paying for shit.
Now, you better hope the feds ain't listening to this.
Look, ain't got no problem with that. But that's the case. Yeah, I pay for cable.
I mean, goodness gracious. But anyway, hey man, happy birthday again, man. If I don't talk, well, I'm gonna talk to you on Wednesday, but I know that'll be my first day back at work. But I'm gonna holler at you. So, happy early birthday. We love you, Cutting.
Hey, man, I love everybody out there. Yeah, do something better with your lives if you ain't already doing it, and stop paying for cable.
Jesus Christ. Bye.
Later, nigga.
All right. Oh, he's a fucking idiot. He gets on my damn nerves. Cutting David never lets me down. Never. Yes, tomorrow, Wednesday, is his birthday. And next up on this Prediction Monday is my boy Marquise. He had a pretty good day. He had a pretty good week. You know, he's still looking up at it, boy, but he was very respectable. What up, little bro?
Hey, shit, what's good, bro?
Man, what's going to be good with them Eagles tonight, bruh?
Man, hopefully we take care of business.
Okay. All right, because I had to do something I didn't want to do. I picked the Vikings tonight.
Did you?
I did, man.
Man.
I hope I'm wrong, bro, because right now,
I hope you is wrong.
as it stands right now, I have gotten 8 right. You and Marcus also got 8 right as well. So you could take the week. There's a possibility that you could take the week should the Eagles win, because we all picked Buffalo. I picked Minnesota. You picked Philadelphia. So you could take the week.
For sure.
So,
man, why you choose Minnesota, bro?
what?
Why you choose Minnesota, bro?
Are you mad at me, sir? Hey, man. Damn, this game's in Philadelphia, too. God damn it. It's too late for me to switch up now. No, I'm just going, to me, I'm going with the percentages. Again, I hope I'm wrong, bro. I hope I'm wrong.
Percentages? What you talking about, percentages?
Yeah, that's right. Bring me that hostility. Bring me that hostility, Keith. Come on with it.
Statistics? Hey, man.
I'm just wondering what can y'all do with Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, we got some players on our side.
Okay. Hey,
we always been decent on with the run game.
I hope you're absolutely right, because right now y'all looking up at the Giants right now, playboy.
Yeah, they 2-0.
So I hope I'm right. Yes, I picked the Minnesota Vikings to win. Damn. Yes, I did. Okay.
About some damn percentages. All right, let's get these picks in, bro.
Hold on, before we get these picks in, God damn it. No, I'm just playing. Before we get these picks in, what did you think about yesterday as a whole? Crazy day, right?
Yeah, I thought last week was crazy. This week was crazy. All these comebacks, and like, it's so much like going on, like notable stuff. Trey Lance getting hurt.
Well, I think that might have been a favor for the 49ers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they look better with Jimmy G in there.
Didn't they take off as soon as he got in the game, right?
Right. Yeah, Jimmy G came in, did his thing, touchdown pass. I'm like, they look better with Jimmy G.
Yeah, they do. And now I'm worried about it, because that's who we play next. I wasn't worried when Trey Lance was in the game.
Yeah.
Plus, our offense looked like hot garbage.
Oh, my God. I was talking to one of my coworkers. He was like, he's a Texans fan, so he watched the whole game. He was like, yeah, the Broncos might got the worst coach in the league.
Bro.
And y'all offense looks horrible.
Horrible.
Dysfunctional, can't get plays off. Like, I thought last week y'all looked horrible, and the fact that the same thing the next week. I'm like, y'all got to get that together.
We do. Hey, just for everybody to know, even though we won the game, Keith sent a group text picture of a post that said let Russ cook, and on there was a bowl of Cheerios, milk and Cheerios with 2 raw hot dogs in there and some cheese on the side of the bowl.
Yeah, my homeboy sent that to me. I'm like, I got to send that your way, bro.
Yeah, so I said that's about right, but I'll take the win. But yeah, I'm not happy about the way we've looked. But Tua though, what you think of Miami though? We both picked the Ravens. We was both wrong on that.
Oh yeah, shoot. I mean, fucking shocker. I mean, that was a shock seeing Tua 460.
469, bruh.
Yeah, that was a shock. But I mean, you tell me, do you think the Dolphins are good? Like,
I had them as my dark horse team.
Okay.
I had them as my dark horse team because they have a track team on there, bro. They have a track team on there. Tua has the same level of talented receivers that he did when he was at Alabama. You saw everybody, the whole world, the whole league saw yesterday what they're capable of. And
like, you got Waddle and Tyreek. Just guard the deep ball. Like, it's really that simple. Like, I don't know why. Like, what I've noticed in this day and age in football, like, defense is not as simple as it used to be. Like, why can't it just be you man to man, but everybody got to do all these funny coverages.
You can't do man to man against Tyreek or Jalen Waddle. You can't do it.
I understand that, but you know what the Dolphins is. They're a track team.
Yeah.
Guard the deep ball. There's no reason why Tyreek Hill is going behind you.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You got that right.
You. Like, it's dumb. So I was looking at that game, and I'm like, what is the Ravens doing?
Right.
Like, they had the game, and the whole AFC North, they all of them went out bad. All of them.
And the thing about it is, Lamar Jackson was perfect yesterday. He was perfect. And the defense found a way to get that game away.
All that talent they got in their secondary, too. You think they got Peters, they got Humphrey,
yeah,
Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, and they can't stop a deep ball? Like, that was my big takeaway. It wasn't even how Tua played, it was just how poor the coaching was on the Ravens side. That was my biggest takeaway. Like, but other than that, yeah, this was crazy. The ending of the Cardinals game was crazy.
Oh yeah, the Raiders just fold but see, the Raiders did Raider shit. That's what the Raiders do.
Yeah.
Like, even though I picked the Raiders to win, I couldn't even get mad. I was laughing when it happened.
Yeah, I'm surprised they started off 0-2, and obviously we all surprised that the Bengals lost to the Cowboys.
Man, the Bengals had one fucking job.
I know you don't want to talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, what I've already talked about them. I said, I'm not, you know, Cowboy fans are going to poke their chests out and we them boys and all that stupid shit. Ain't nobody worried about them. Ain't nobody worried about the damn Dallas Cowboys. But their defense is legit. I will say that. Their defense is legit. I'll give them credit. They won the game. They told me, yeah, we back. Slow down. No, you're not. Back from where? Back from 1995? Shut the fuck up.
Michael Parsons might be Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, no, he is a beast.
Yeah, he's a dog. Hey, sorry if you hear that train. I'm outside.
Oh, no, you good. You good. But yeah, let's get these picks. I know you're at work. I ain't gonna hold you up. All right.
Yeah, let's do this right quick.
Huh?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Pittsburgh at Cleveland, Thursday Night Football.
Let's go with Cleveland. I got Cleveland.
All right. Houston at Chicago.
Houston. Damn, I said that with my chest. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Yo, you caught me off guard with that. Oh, snap.
Where that came from?
Hey, Kansas City at Indianapolis.
Kansas City.
Hey, the Colts are in trouble, man.
Yeah, they look like trash.
They have no weapons
Yeah.
outside of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Michael Pittman was hurt, but I wasn't expecting him.
Michael Pittman is not a number one receiver, though. That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying to get everybody to understand. He's a good player, but he's not a number one receiver.
Man, I'm hoping for my fantasy team.
Oh yeah. You struck out with that one, bro. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No more than oh no, that's right. I didn't have Jerry Jeudy. I'm so sick and tired of Jerry Jeudy getting hurt, but that's another story for another day.
That boy had one reception yesterday.
Man, I had him on a couple FanDuel games. I was like, God damn. Stay healthy.
Oh, he got hurt again?
Yes, yesterday.
What?
We lost him and Patrick Surtain.
Damn.
Now, I don't know if they'll be, hopefully because we play a Sunday night game, they'll be good enough to be back. Because we're going to need them. Shit. Next game, Buffalo at Miami.
Am I going to go upset here? Hell nah. All right, Buffalo.
Detroit at Minnesota. Yo, Keith, Detroit's offense is not to be tampered with. They are legit.
You know what? I'm going Detroit.
They are legit. And I didn't say that to try to sway you. I'm just talking about what I saw them do against Washington. And even in the second half against y'all. Their offense is fire.
I like Detroit. That's my dark horse for the NFC, Detroit.
Detroit over Minnesota, upset special. Okay, Baltimore at New England.
Yeah, Lamar's gonna bounce back. I'll go bounce back.
It ain't Lamar who need to bounce back. It's the damn defense who need to bounce back.
Yeah, that's true.
Cincinnati at the Jets. The Jets pulled off that impossible comeback against the Browns.
Cincinnati playing up 50. They mad. They playing up 50.
They better.
They mad. They better.
Next game, the Eagles at the Commanders.
We playing bum ass Wentz. The Eagles.
I already marked you down. I already marked you down for that one. You're not gonna pick Carson Wentz against your squad.
Nah, hell nah.
Next game, the Saints at the Panthers.
I keep picking the Panthers every week.
Yeah, you're gonna learn one day.
Yeah, I'm picking the Saints. I ain't picking them no more. Baker not it.
Yeah, and Jameis Winston needs to bounce back because he was horrible in that fourth quarter.
The Bucks defense all right.
The Bucks defense is all right. I keep in mind that no Kamara, but I think after that fight, Jameis Winston tried to hype everybody up, and he put his foot in his mouth. He played horrible. Next game.
They get Mike Evans. They suspended Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is suspended for the next game. Yeah.
Man, that's some weak ass. All right, what's the next game?
Suspend Tom Brady. He started it.
You hate Tom Brady.
Next game, Jacksonville at the Chargers. I don't hate Tom Brady. I'm just sick of him.
Jacksonville Chargers. I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Okay. Upset special. Even though that game is gonna be better than I think. The Rams at the Cardinals.
Rams.
They almost managed to give away that game yesterday against the Falcons. And speaking of the Falcons at the Seahawks.
Falcons. Yeah, Falcons. For sure.
Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
You said Mike Evans is out, right?
Suspended, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go Green Bay.
Sunday Night Football, the 49ers at my Broncos.
You gonna hate me. But I'm gonna take the Niners on that one.
You think I'm gonna get an attitude about that? Huh? Do you think I'm gonna get an attitude about that?
I'm thinking Jimmy G.
Oh, you think I feel some type of way? Oh, you think I'm going to say, why you going to take the Niners, Keys?
Percentages. Whatever the fuck that means.
You heard what the fuck I said.
This is just get the fuck out of here.
And Monday Night Football, Cowboys at Giants.
I'm gonna go Cooper. Cooper Rush. Two straight. Yep. I'm gonna take Cowboys.
Gosh, God, I hope that doesn't happen. Okay. All right, and Keith's picks are as follows. He has the Browns beating the Steelers, the Houston Texans beating the Bears, the Chiefs over the Colts, the Bills over the Dolphins, the Lions over the Vikings, the Ravens over the Patriots, the Bengals over the Jets, the Eagles over Washington, the Saints over the Panthers, Jacksonville over the Chargers, the Rams over the Cardinals, ATL over the Seahawks, Green Bay over Tampa Bay, San Francisco over Denver, and Dallas over the Giants. Does that sound about right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, we ready to roll. You did all right this week. You could still potentially win the week now. Like I said, you could win the week.
I'm going the week.
Okay.
I'm about percentages. I'm gonna win the week.
Okay. Hey. I mean, hey, look. I want to see Philadelphia win too. So, sir, I hope you're right. Okay.
For sure.
I hope you're right. But if you're not, remember, you're still dealing with a genius at work, bro. You're dealing with a genius at work.
Game about some percentages. I want to know what you're talking about. Run me that.
Okay. I'll explain after the game.
All
right. Take your time, little bro.
All right, you too, G.
All right. Gone. All right. Well, Keith was able to come through. I've been trying to reach out to Tony, get a Cowboy fan his glory, but we haven't been able to get in contact with him. So what I'm going to do now is give my picks. It's the master's turn. The master at work is about to do work. So I will start off with that Thursday night game. I have the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. That rush is not the same now that TJ Watt isn't there. It's hard to do because Cleveland always finds a way to lose to Pittsburgh, but they fell asleep at the wheel last week. I don't think they'll do it again this week. And you're going to start hearing those calls for Kenny Pickett real soon in Pittsburgh. The next game, the Texans at the Bears. I have the Chicago Bears beating the Houston Texans. I just do. I think Justin Fields is going to show up. I might even pick them in FanDuel. I have the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are in trouble. They are in a world of trouble. I got Kansas City putting up at least 30 on them. Buffalo at Miami. Oh, my goodness. Oh, for the days of Marino versus Kelly. This is going to be a big game whether the Bills win tonight or not. In Miami, they are a confident team. I'm going to go with Buffalo this time, though. I do. I'm going to go with Buffalo because I tell you what, the Bills secondary damn sure ain't the Ravens secondary. I'm just saying. Bills may have the best defense in football. The Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. I believe this is going to be a shootout, and I'm going to narrowly have to go with the Minnesota Vikings, even though I know that the Detroit Lions offense is real. I think the Baltimore Ravens will bounce back against the New England Patriots. I think that'll be a tough game, but I got the Ravens winning that game. Cincinnati at the Jets. The Bengals, you better win this game. I'm going with the Bengals. Philly at Washington. I'm going to take the percentages in this game, and I'm going to pick the Eagles to beat the Commanders. Okay? All right, Keith? Okay? God damn it. No, I'm going with fly, Eagles, fly. New Orleans, I'm picking them to beat the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Panthers are 0-2, but they've had two close, narrow losses. The Saints really need to bounce back. Jameis Winston owes his teammates an apology. Jacksonville at the Chargers. I think that's going to be an interesting game. I'm really interested to see what the health of Justin Herbert is going to be, because the Jacksonville Jaguars have something to build on. They're going to be indoors. They're going to be on a dome, but I'm going to go with the Chargers in a surprisingly entertaining game. The Rams and the Cardinals. Gosh, man, that is so hard. That is a hard pick. Kyler Murray may have woken up thanks to the Vegas Raiders. I'm going to go with the champs, though, in this game. I'm going to go with the champs. ATL at Seattle. I'm going with the Falcons because the Falcons, for all intents and purposes, were on the verge of stealing that game in Los Angeles. I think they carry that momentum to Seattle and get the W. Mariota's playing better than people want to give him credit for. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. Is Julio Jones going to play? Don't know. Is Chris Godwin going to play? Don't know. Mike Evans ain't playing. I know that much. I'm going with Green Bay. Their defense is real. And Aaron Jones is real too. Going with the Packers. The 49ers at my Broncos. Nobody today has picked my Broncos to win. Have we lost that much faith in my offense? I pretty much have. But you know what? I ain't going to pick against my team. I'm not. We're in Denver. Sunday Night Football. I think we're going to take out the San Francisco 49ers. The Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants on Monday Night Football. Oh, I hate to do this. I'm going to pick the Cowboys. I don't trust the Giants yet. They're a good story. They're 2-0. Brian Daboll hasn't played ball. Saquon Barkley is back. But this is the perfect type of game that the Cowboys will come in and win. And, man, I hope I am dead wrong. I'm going to put some of that voodoo on their ass, and I hope that they lose. So I'm going to pick them to win. You see the reverse psychology? You see what I just did there? Did you see it? Huh? All right. So my picks are as follow to set the record straight. I have Cleveland winning, Chicago, Kansas City, Buffalo, Minnesota, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, New Orleans, the Chargers, the Rams, the Falcons, the Packers, Broncos, and Cowboys all taking victories next week. Feel me? And now I'll just transition. I'll transition on to boxing. We know that the big fight was Saturday night. Let's cue up that boxing bell. There we go. It was the undisputed super middleweight championship on the line on Saturday night between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, their third fight, their trilogy. Again, I said last week, I firmly believe that Triple G won both fights. That they were bogus decisions, but this time around it was a one-sided fight. I think the judges' scorecards were way too close, but the right man did win the fight. Canelo Alvarez pretty much handled his business from start to finish. I thought this would be the most violent of the three fights because I believe both of them had slowed down enough that there would be no feeling out process. The first fight was a boxing match for I would say about half of it before they started to take chances. The second one, Canelo came at him and fought toe-to-toe, even though I still think Triple G deserved the decision. This fight, I thought it was going to be no feeling out process. I thought Triple G needed to go for the knockout because he knows how the scorecards work. In Vegas, Canelo's still considered by most the face of boxing, and Canelo deserved the decision that he got. What I'm more excited about with boxing is that we potentially may have the fight on November 18th between Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol the Truth Spence, and that's what I want to see. I want to see Crawford versus Spence. I'm tired of them delaying it. I'm tired of boxing getting it wrong when it comes to super fights where you could generate a lot of money and attention for the sport. So let's get it on. Let's get it cracking. I want this fight. I want to see this fight happen. Okay? Crawford, Spence, let's do it.
Excellent.
As far as Canelo, I don't know what's on the horizon for him. I don't know if he will go back up to light heavyweight and try to get a rematch with Dimitri Bivol, or if he will stay at super middleweight and take challenges from Charlo or David Benavidez or Jamie Munguia. That's what I want to see. I would prefer Canelo stay right there in his damn weight class and deal with those hungry young lions. Well, I mean, him and Charlo are the same age, but I would definitely want to see that. I wouldn't be mad if Errol Spence went all the way up to fight Canelo. I think that he could actually pull it off. I don't know if he would win the fight, but I know because of his height, he's a bigger welterweight than usual. But Spence got bigger fish to fry right now, and his name is Terrence Bud Crawford. So yes, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. I mean, I'm serious. I am dead serious. But again, football is back now. As far as college football goes, nothing really to write home about. All the no upsets really to talk about. Alabama bounced back from their scare last week against Texas. They played like probably a Division II school and beat the hell out of them. They need to really stop allowing college teams to do that, because that ain't nothing but a scrimmage game. By the end of the second quarter, your backups are all the way in there, unless you just simply stat padding. I mean, Georgia, they're number one defending champs. They should be. They look great. They handle business. So college football, I really don't talk about college football much because until they actually implement this new playoff system, to me it's always the same rinse and repeat. Even with the college football playoffs, it's either Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia. That's pretty much damn the norm. Sometimes you get Oklahoma in there. You may get Notre Dame in there, and you might luck up like you did last year and have Cincinnati up in there. But there are really four mainstays in the college football playoffs: Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State. So once they expand this playoff to 12 teams, then I will definitely pay a lot more attention to college football. But with that being said, where the buzzer, where the buzzer, where the buzzer. Okay, another podcast down. This is episode 198. This is episode 198. In a couple of weeks, I will be at Sports Plus Life episode number 200. How about that? I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know if I want to change the theme music because when I hit the 100th episode, I changed up the theme music to what it is now. Don't know if I want to do that. Kind of like this theme music. But be that as it may, it's still an outlet. It's definitely an outlet. I love everybody who listens to this, who just gives me the time out their day to listen to what my crazy ass got to say. And we rolling full steam ahead. Sports Plus Life, man. I got to start getting some gear made. I do. I mean, for real. I got to start representing, y'all feel me? And I'm sure what I will do is I will have a video where I do announce what Tony, Marcus, and Aaron's picks are. It's been a long show. I got some dad stuff that I need to get to, as well as editing this. Not really much to edit. I've been editing it as I've gone along. But it's your boy, Brandon Brevon Towns. This is another episode of Sports Plus Life. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family and the Brandon Brevon Towns family. I'm out this beer. Peace. Love you.